Have you ever heard of The House of Mouse? A really old TV show that was on the Disney Channel. Have you ever heard of Mickey Mouse's Clubhouse? A show that's on the Disney Channel. Have you ever heard of Mickey Mouse? Do you remember him owning a theme park? Do you remember him building a wife like Frankenstein? Do you remember his best friend being Winnie the Pooh? No? Oh, well, I have a story for you, because today we're taking a look at Mouse of Horrors, which is a new Steamboat Willie-esque horror movie, very similar in, like, tropes to the Winnie the Pooh horror movies, which is ruining your childhood, since Steamboat Willie came into the public domain. And, yeah, without any further delay, let's quickly hop, skip, and jump over to what Google has to say with Mouse of Horrors. So it is a pretty fairly recent movie. It came out in 2024, and it has a 2.7 out of 10 on IMDb and a 2.5 out of 5 on Voices. It hasn't even been ranked on Rotten Tomatoes yet. That's how bad you know it is. In a seaside town, chaos erupts as Dr. Rupert's monstrous creation stalks the night, harvesting body parts for a sinister purpose. No one is safe. So how the story actually opens is with two people being texted to come and have a little bit of a get jiggy with it on a boat, until the Mouse of Horrors shows up and then kills them both and steals their body parts. And he gives them to the doctor, who wants to build him the perfect wife, which I'm assuming is Minnie Mouse. Don't know. Never gets built. But he is a monster that was also built Frankenstein-ly, but he does wear a mouse mask, and there is a story of him, which is known all the way throughout Wales, because that's where this movie is filmed and also takes place in Wales. We go to our main character, who has a very, very strange relationship with her father. They really do love each other, and he's upset that she's moving away to go to college, university, whatever. She's moving away for school, and they decide, you know what, let's have a good get-together one last time and go to the theme park before you leave tomorrow. So they go to the theme park, and I work at a theme park, so I know how some of this shit works. There is sizzlers, bumper cars, all that kinds of shit in this movie. All of which is closed. They have the covers on. The reason I know that these are covers is because I put them on. And they're there to stop the sun bleaching the cars, and they're there to stop the rain getting in the seats. Every single ride is covered, except for 3, which is 3 they go on, which is bumper cars and 2 roller coasters. However, if you look closely, those roller coasters are actually covered when we're not filming them on the ride. We see no one else in this theme park. It is a dead theme park, so they've either booked it out, or this theme park is shit, or they've broken in. But it doesn't look like they're broken in because they're able to go on the rides, and I'm not sure any of these guys would actually know how to operate one of these rides. Anyway, there's 2 people that argue over having Tinder on their phone. Yes, keeping it with the times, having the dating app Tinder on your phone, and they both then get murdered by the mouse. And for whatever reason, we then skip back to the mouse killing a random dude, and then taking the parts to the professor being like, dog, I don't need guy parts, I need girl parts so I can make you the perfect wife. See, even the bear can do it right. And then in walks Winnie the fucking Pooh. Why is Winnie the Pooh here? I don't know. He's dressed exactly the same as Winnie the Pooh from Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey, which I don't even think is made by the same people. But anyway, like, the best of buds in this, and they go out and try and kill these people together. And they manage to kill everyone else. They electrocute someone in bumper cars, which isn't how it actually works. The bumper car floor is not actually electrocuted, because that is unsafe. Fair enough, some bumper cars do have that strip that goes up and connects to the ceiling, which is what gives it the power. However, the floor is magnetic. It is not electric. So whatever the fuck he did in this movie to make him die of electricity and then run his head over would not have actually worked. Bumper cars would also not decapitate someone by running over their head because they don't have that enough speed or force to do so. So, don't know how that happened. But yeah, I just thought it was funny how they went to a closed amusement park and got the ride so horribly wrong. We have a girl throwing up, and then gets attacked by the mouse. And then they manage to escape the theme park, and for whatever reason we're now on a boat where Mickey's on a boat and he's fighting Winnie the Pooh on the boat, and then they're trying to kill each other, And just as about Winnie the Pooh's about to win, a giant shark comes out of the water and eats Winnie the Pooh in a fucking river? Why is there a shark in a river? What the fuck? Why is the shark in the river, for one thing? The shark is awfully CGI'd. Why did it jump onto the boat to eat Winnie the Pooh and then leave? And what was the point in having Winnie the Pooh? Also, Winnie the Pooh was supposed to get a wife from this doctor. He was going to make a wife for Mickey and then make a wife for Pooh. Who the fuck is Pooh's girlfriend? Were they just going to create a random new person? I'm assuming the girl was supposed to be Minnie, but who the fuck was supposed to be there for Winnie the Pooh? Also, another side rant, why the fuck is Pooh an actual bear, or supposed to be an actual bear, when Mickey is just a dude with a fucking mouse mask on, who was supposedly a really fucked up inmate from a high security prison, which this doctor managed to experiment on and sneak out, because he was doing, like, Frankenstein bullshit, so technically he should have been the one that's going to prison, and not let them both leave. The actor for this mouse is fucking brilliant, by the way. He does that really sick, twisted, sadistic, like, over-the-top dramaticism, which reminds me of the Joker. So I really liked this guy's actor. He was sick as fuck. He had no speaking lines, and he might have seemed over-the-top at points, but it worked for the character. It worked for the aspect of Mickey Mouse being a performative character, and him being psychotic and overly flaunty and, like, show-offy really worked in his favor, and I really liked that about his character. It was the only redeeming thing about his character. He was also into cannibalism by eating the human flesh. He really liked going for the jugular. Like, that was something that he did all the time. He would bite a person's neck and, like, rip a massive chunk off. Anyway, he kills all of this girl's friends except for one. The mouse then dies by being stabbed. And then the doctor then dies by being shot in the head after fighting with the girl that he chained up. Because apparently he's not good at doing chains, and she manages to get out. And then they both go off, and the movie ends. We don't know if she goes off to college. We don't know if she has unresolved trauma from this. We don't know if she is going back to live with her dads. We don't know if they called the police. We don't know nothing. It just ends with her untying her from that position she was in. That's it. So everybody's dead. The wife didn't actually get made, and I'm curious to see if he was actually going to be a mouse, or if he was just going to be another masked person. It would have been cool if they actually built the mouse, and it came alive, and that was like the big climax of the movie, because now they had 3 to fight. It was really oddly paced, and didn't really make sense timeline-wise, because Mickey Mouse kept fucking teleporting around. He was chasing them through the theme park, and then he would move to a random place, kill a guy, come back, move to a boat, kill Winnie the Pooh, and then come back. And it's like, none of this shit should be happening at this time. That should have been set before or after, because Pooh wasn't in the theme park anywhere. Winnie the Pooh was not here at all. He was gone. So I'm assuming his death came prior to the theme park killings, but they introduced him as the theme park killings were going on, and they killed him as the theme park killings were going on. So timeline-wise, it made no fucking sense, and I didn't fucking understand it. Also, they lived in the theme park. I'm pretty sure the smell of rotting bodies is going to draw quite a bit of attention, because they just left the bodies rotting out in the open because there was 2 dead girls right under the roller coaster they went on. So either the people running this theme park are just blissfully unaware or ignorant, or just don't give a fucking shit in the first place. Now, I work at a theme park, and to be fair, I let most shit fucking slide, because not my monkey, not my circus. Like, I'm here to operate the ride. I'm not here to, like, guard whether you're smoking or not. So, you know, fair enough. It is tiring work, pressing a couple of buttons and making a ride go. But, fuck me, if there's a dead body, you gotta at least radio in, you know? Like, you at least gotta do something if there's someone there decaying. Fair enough, I can't smell, but I imagine a dead body smells pretty rough. This movie, all over the place, absolute fucking shambles. Wouldn't recommend that you watch it unless you wanted a horror movie to sit there and laugh at. So, if that's your cup of tea, that's what you want, then I definitely go ahead and recommend this one. Honestly, it's a 5 out of 10.